We get to fight Mudlup again this week.
Oh yeah.
Let's find the shinies.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
We can summon inside.
Empower.
Sorry about that, guys.
All good, man.
You better be. What'd you do?
Oh,
It's intense.
Yeah, that was intense.
Can I get one more giggle, please? Can you?
Nope.
Oh, I gotta get that damn flight point over there still. I always get summoned before I can get to it, though.
What's the mastery food called?
The transmog sick, Gary.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
Iridescent ravioli with applesauce.
That sounds
Thank you, Chef
fancy.
Colby.
Le Cordon Colby.
Iridescent ravioli. Wow.
Ooh. With
Maybe-
applesauce.
Only the finest plutonium.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli.
I'm standing at the stairway. If anyone needs a chance of trade.
I would, but I'm on Warlock duty.
Sit duty.
If it wasn't normal gear, I would.
Just get the budget in chance. Get the
Alright.
20,
Someone else summon.
10
Yeah.
stat or 20 instead of the 20, instead of the 15, etc.
I have the stuff too. I just have like the super cheap mats mostly.
Anybody have any spare good crit food on them?
Yeah,
I have a couple.
I got you, Rob.
Oh, sorry.
What do you want on your back? Speed, leech, avoidance, or 30 stem?
Yes.
This is my. I thought it was chest that you could do. Can you do both?
A chest?
Chest.
Oh, that's a chest.
It looks dumb.
Why do all the chests look like capes, dude?
I have no idea. I think this was originally a cape model. And then what can you put on back?
Speed, leech, avoidance. So 20 stem with speed, leech, avoidance, or 30 stem.
Give me the leech.
Sweet, got it.
Thank you, thank you.
Ready?
Oh wait, I forgot this one.
Who's got enchants?
Safely.
Can I get the speed one, please?
I need the most important one.
Herbalism to glove.
This one. Jade, where are you at?
Next.
Leech, poor favor. Give some to Stormy. I still have leftovers from last week.
Put your cloak in.
Do you want to hold on to the DPS and the healing ones, or just the healing ones, or what?
You can give her both. I've got both healing and DPS still from last week. We didn't. It doesn't seem like we handed out everything because some people had it.
Hey, where's our boy Doug, the repair guy?
I don't think he comes up till later.
Area after we kill this.
You don't need to give me that, dude.
I want the 30, so I need to give you this.
Where'd you go?
Oh.
Right. So people that I'm missing tonight looks like Tuna, Fear, and Kalis is all I got left for invites.
Need come to me on the skull marker. The rest of you go with Jaded and do trash stuff.
Div, you have better chest enchants than that.
I'll say I have the current tanks this week, just so healers know. Tanks this week are going to be Tack and Zeph up until we get to Sludge Fist. Then we might reassess with Sludge Fist going on.
We get another closet warlocks.
Yep, I got you up here.
Think about Caleb Nala.
He's online. Yes.
Div, that's I think your best one.
Someone click, please.
Yes, we got one up here.
And the pets run off.
Get back here, doggy.
There's my boy Denny.
Meow.
Div, where are you? Come here.
I'll finish that reply Jaded when I log back in. I got DC'd.
Put your chest.
Is your thing on? Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Today is ugly sweater day.
Go get your Grinch sweater.
Stormy, I sort of muted her until she gets back, and I'll let her know that ping us to get chat back.
Was my thing stuck?
Oh.
I was gonna whisper you when
Nice.
you get back online to let me know when you were good. Okay. Quick rundown while we are gathering up. On this first boss, all the blood that we had last time is generally just mechanics being done poorly. So, quick reminder on mechanics for Shriekwing.
Empowered.
It's going to be 2 phase. During the first phase, we hide during ear-splitting shriek. If you get targeted with echolocation, you run out of the room. And for all phases, you avoid the white circles that emanate around from the boss. They do ricochet off of walls, so you need to make sure that if you dodge it again when it bounces off of something.
Okay.
If people get hit by echolocation, that's when we're dropping the blood. So make sure you take that all the way to the wall, and then come back and rejoin the group.
Could Warthog get another summon?
We still in the back.
Empowered.
Whoop.
Out of the room, quick.
Hey.
Close already.
Oh,
shit. Well, I'm out, but I don't have statues.
Running around.
Careful how we're pulling, guys.
We work on the ad before we die.
My Divine Storm that goes 20 yards now. Sorry.
Gotta aim it like TD.
Yeah, I have to get used to like the
TD.
dragon on.
Hey, Divvy.
Sorry, guys.
That's frustrating.
For repairs.
Just deposit some in the guild bank.
Hey, only a trillion gold.
The trash is
A
still aggroed,
trillion.
by the way, so get up here.
Yeah, Da Vinci's actually paying for pots tonight and oils.
I heard.
And everything.
Thanks, Noah.
Ulti, I gave a bunch to Stormy. You can have them for free.
Yeah, if anybody still needs oils, come see Jaded on the right or see Stormy.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Last call for enchants too. If you have stuff that's not enchanted, I have all of the mats. Just stock them.
Yep. I'm coming up.
Supposed to have wings, feet, chest. Am I missing anything?
Wait, there's feet enchants?
Yeah, for agility you can get feet. For strength you get gloves, and for int you get bracers.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't.
Who needed them? Alti?
I've got the old.
I could use feet, Warthog. Am I working?
Trade with me, Jets. Sorry, this is all.
Thank you. Look at these bad boys.
I take it you don't want the good end enchant, right?
What enchants are you doing, Segway?
What do you need?
Oh, anything enchanted.
You've nothing enchanted?
No, I guess I'll just take one.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let me open your shit. Okay, open trade.
I've got it, and I can tell you what I need.
Just open trade with me. I got you. Put your back in. Do you prefer speed, leech, avoidance, or an extra 10 stam?
Leech is probably best.
Open for put your cloak. Or sorry, chest. Bracers.
Jade, I forgot. Did you want a portal here?
Let's put a portal. Let's do crisscrossing portals. So one from the front, from between the front two pillars to the back two pillars, and one from the side to the side. Just, and this is primarily going to be for if as we have to evade for the second phase.
Put your 2 rings in too. Do you want haste first, mastery crit?
Verse and crit.
Okay.
Old cauldrons are down. Get your flasks.
Damn, that one went fast.
Anybody need a flask?
I do.
Anybody else not get one?
Was there a cauldron? I didn't get one.
Out of it.
Got you.
I'm putting another one down.
Oh, I don't got you. Make sure y'all are sending herbs or flasks or whatever things to Darling to help fund her cauldroning, please. Let's not be greedy.
As soon as we get through the old ones, I can make the new ones too.
Yep.
Same
We're
for
buying
me
we're
if-
buying time with the old ones for a while.
Same for me if possible with Death Blossom, because that's how I make all the oils.
Can we just give gold instead?
No, it's got to be market value.
He's just
Thanks, dude.
Thanks.
I mean, if you want, but
Everybody is set.
it's
Any
easier to keep
last
testing
minute
or-
questions about the fight? Remember, it's echolocations out. Hide for your splitting shriek. I'll call out the shriek. Just make sure you are not in these circles when echolocations go out. If somebody happens to not move, get out of their circle. That's where all the blood is coming from. Second phase, dodge the rings. Anytime you get hit by the ring, that's where we're spawning blood. And we need to make sure we're pillar humping so we avoid the ear-splitting shriek. Don't line aside your healers, though.
Agreed.
On tanks. Bloodlust at start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, that's me. Whoopsie.
Well, breathe on.
Can we turn first? Turn the boss around. Shriek in 5. Get ready to line of sight behind a pillar. Echolocations to the walls, guys. Behind a pillar. Behind the pillar. Going to phase 2. Keep pillar humping. Get away from center. Center is going to be an insta-kill. Stay out of the circle around the boss. Dodge the rings that are floating around. If you get hit by one, you're going to get stunned and spawn an echolocation. I'll call the shrieks.
Empower.
Hide. Get ready to hide again. Hide. Another one in 2, 1. Hide. Back to phase 1. Reset. When we reset after the next exploding shriek, let's go to the other side of the room. Shriek in 5. After the shriek, we'll be resetting to the other side. Line of sight.
Nice job, guys.
I suspect Denathrius has retreated to his sanctum.
Grabs on the gear. Let's go to Huntsman.
That leads down into the castle's underpinnings.
We're gonna clear all the way up to Ivana.
Animal stores and stem the flow to the
Ivana?
mob.
Minerva.
Yeah.
If we are to have any chance against Denathrius,
Insomnia?
we must deprive him of his most prized possessions. I
Alopecia.
know the path we must
Sora?
take to reach them.
Good on Blink.
Oganov?
Pronops?
We're going to Gahoon.
Yeah. This cloak's only a 1% upgrade for me, so if someone wants it, it's weird.
It's up in personal loot helper.
Yeah.
Oof. Big thick roll by Safeway.
Big sick blow by Caleb, holy fuck.
Yeah, PLH is working, contrary to what you've been hearing.
Caleb doesn't need the gear, though. He has the skills.
I'm gonna
really need
I'm gonna
gear.
PLH.
Yeah, go get PLH if you don't have it right now. Hold off on the cloak. We'll repost it
Oh.
to PLH so everybody can make sure it's working.
Okay.
Unless you already gave it out.
I was about to give it to Caleb. I got the trade open, but yeah, sorry.
Dang, I've got my Shroud of Ashrakama still.
Wait, what?
Does anybody that's currently rolling for it? Would you guys pass it to Caleb if he had
Yes.
his
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
Thank you.
Everybody that doesn't have personal loot, go scoop it up. It'll make stuff a lot quicker for all this trash. We've got these 2 nights to get a full clear.
When Caleb gets gear, we all get
I was about to say, right?
It's true.
I mean, I'm not even sure why I'm shooting stuff. Kayla's here.
Caleb's carrying all of us.
I know, right? He's got a strong back.
Alright. You guys still have to do some work.
Kayla's here.
Caleb, will you teach
He has
me
a
Shadow
strong
Priest
back.
at some point?
Guys, there's only so many people who can be on their knees for Caleb at once, okay? Take your time.
You all need to back the fuck off. No, that's no.
Alright, there's a bingo card.
We gotta get that done for next week.
Oh, we are starting heroic. I do have to finish it, yeah.
The kennels house the master's hunting bag.
Alright, reminders on this fight.
Put an end to the Hound Master's
It's a
craft.
3-dog fight. It's
Advance
constant
to the lower
cleave.
levels of the castle.
For the entire fight, we will be dealing with the Huntsman ability, so that's going to be Sin Seeker. There's going to be arrows that come out of him. If you are targeted, stay still. Everybody else, avoid the arrows. If the arrows are stacked, get away from each other. You will one-shot each other with a double hit. For the dogs, first one is just going to be a tank swap. Second one, there's going to be an ad that is spawned based on the tank's current health. That ad needs to be healed to full, so it'll be a kite out, have the ad spawn, regroup the boss and dog, and kite them away from the ad. Healers will need to jump on it and heal it up as much as possible. And then for the third dog, they're going to be on top of each other. The dog will be just doing a AoE every time the tanks have to move to drop off tank damage. So that'll be where we need to use healer cooldowns. We'll try to stagger them as the tanks need to move the bosses. Bloodlust is final dog.
Remember to be careful not to cleave the shade of whatever the dog's name is.
That's right.
Barghast.
The second dog that comes up will be CC'd by Ultimus and Fear, and Fear from Rip. Thinking long. Keep it locked down. Once it hits 20 stacks, let us know and we'll jump on it and burst it down. Everybody, we do need to get on that dog the second it gets to 20 stacks. After it's been alive for, I think it's 20 seconds. No, it's more than that, like 30 seconds. It will be immune to CC, and it'll start ripping through us with raid damage. So it does need to be killed, but killing it at first is a damage loss because it has too much health. So it needs the CCs to build up a damage taken debuff.
When we tank swap, do we, like, if I'm on the boss and he's on the dog, like, we swap completely, like, I'll take the dog and he takes the boss? Okay.
Yes.
The boss hits pretty hard.
Okay.
The third dog is going to hit you like a truck.
Yeah, so for tanks and healers on the third dog, I suggest moving at like 6 stacks on the dog. I hit 9 stacks and that was like really crushing me and I couldn't get rid of all the stacks. So around 5 to 6, I'd say start moving.
Recheck it. Everybody's set on tanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered. Begin. Nothing escapes my sights. Margot, make them bleed.
Senseeker's up in 5. Be ready to spread away from the arrows.
This bow
Senseeker.
has your name on it.
Stop moving with the arrows. Stop moving. They need to move away from you.
Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed. Nothing escapes my sight. Your deaths will not be as quick. Barghast, come.
Okay, this is the dog that will need to be kited out so the tank will drop his ghost out there. This is one with the CC ad.
Have enough bows for everyone.
That's the
Move
rip
up.
soul that you need to kite away. Move. It's a white.
They nerfed it. Sorry, guys.
Crap.
We might be able to survive.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Don't hit the shade.
It was a trucker last time. Senseeker, arrows, spread them, and stop. Stop. Just remember last week he started trucking us after getting the
Nerf that damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it went from like 200% to 50%.
There's the rip soul again.
That's a nerf.
Good. Kite out. Bring the dog back over. Dog stays on boss once the soul is ripped.
Everyone.
How many stacks
17.
do you want shake?
Keep going.
21. You can hit it. Burn it.
Last Rip Soul. Everybody should be on the ad except for the healers who are on the Rip Soul. Keep the dog joined with Huntsman.
No, there was that one. That was right.
My favorite.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Now.
Wait, no, we lost him.
Final dog, Lust.
Ooh, he does hit hard.
It stacks up too, so save your cooldowns
6
for higher stack.
Call when you get to 6 stacks for the first one. I'll do my rally, Darling. You do your salve. Get those out. Get the petrifying howls out. Call when you're at 5. Get ready, and we'll get ready with cooldowns.
Start moving the boss over to the shades.
Has your name on it.
Sin Seeker, spread them. Get away from the arrows.
19 stacks. Hit it.
Shut up, bones.
Yep.
Are you kiting?
Shut up, bones.
Rallies up.
I fell.
Everyone popped a pencils on health stones.
My pets will rush us. No.
10 seconds.
This
Well, hold on.
We're okay.
has your name.
Spread
on
Sin Seeker. There's no more tank swaps, so we're good.
Empowered. Nothing escapes my sights. This bone.
Was that stack of 10 supposed to be a debuff? Because I did not see it.
It's debuff. It's a buff on him.
Oh, it's on him. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I was looking at me.
No,
Yeah.
it's.
I think you're at like 12, 13
Yeah,
stacks.
he was buffing himself, and you needed to kite him to drop his buffs.
Jaden, I need to help my
Gotcha.
brother quick.
Okay, I know that for next time.
I'll be back in like 20 or 30 minutes.
A fitting end to that.
30 minutes. Okay, go, man.
The passage is down here.
That fight is fun. Any fight where you can fucking jack.
The way ahead will be fraught with danger, but we must reach those.
I'm just looking at the damage meters and realizing that my nerf was actually kind of a nerf. This really doesn't feel good.
Were you attacking the little shade dog, dude? Whenever we called for it?
Yeah.
Because that's where all that damage came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dog gets CC. He's got like 9 million health, and he gets CC'd. And he gets like a damage increase debuff. So when we all swap over, we start like wrecking him.
Yeah, I heard you got it like for 250k.
Damage.
I think I hunted him
Wow.
Yeah, if you didn't have like heavy damage CDs ready for the thing, like you're not gonna do any damage.
Oh, this sucks.
Gimmicky.
Get my.
I love how the NPCs just run past. They're like, thanks, bye.
Yeah, see you soon. Like Khadgar's never done that before.
Hey, you said Khadgar?
I said Khadgar.
If you do die, you can release one of the mirror shortcuts and stuff.
Whatever happened to Magni Taunt Beard?
The largest of its kind.
Magni Taunt Beard?
Taunt Beard? What? Is he like...
Yeah, from Antaurus. Because he won't let go of that one ad.
Oh, right.
One in Taurus.
Dispatch this creature before it grows
Magni in Legion?
stronger.
Yeah, he was in the pre-patch too when you go to World War. But the wounds.
Wound? Was Magni in the last match? Or the last expansion?
No.
We were.
What if Azerite was actually just like liquid Magni? It's not actually Azeroth's
But
blood
where does
at all.
it come from on Magni? That's the real
no question.
He melts in the sun.
Oh.
I bet he melts.
That's way better than what I was thinking.
Zeph.
TOS. What? Something rock hard? Something?
My Christian ears.
That's a new voice. Who was that?
That's not new.
Sure you?
That was Cord.
It's okay.
Oh, it's a not.
Stormy does not know all of her kids.
Mm-hmm. Typical mom.
Listen.
Sometimes I come out multiples, okay?
Hmm? Leave it to the mom to defend the mom.
Defense from forgetting your kids.
Is Tuna a third
I
person?
thought Kidney changed his name to Tuna and didn't meters this whole time. I was like, isn't there someone else named Tuna? He must be messing with them.
I miss the days where you could name your pet after the tank, and the pet would do stupid damage, and the tank would do stupid damage as a result, and so nobody could understand what was going on.
Except color scheme.
Right.
Well, this was before all that crap.
Reminder for Hungering Destroyer, it's a general spread out. When volatile miasma comes out, that's what the 3 markers are for. Essentially just run over and try to get in that area for the volatile miasma. For the gluttonous miasma, those people cannot be healed. So it is up to the rest of us raiders to make sure that we are standing in at least one of these circles to make sure we are feeding health to the people that are locked out of healing. When he's doing expunge, he's going to draw everybody in. Just get away from that. That'll be where we use a roar. And that's it. Spread out. Volatile miasmas to the right. Everybody else stay over to the left. Stay with people in circles to heal them. That's especially important during expunge. Don't just run away and abandon those people. They are still dying.
When are we lasting?
Right at the start of it. Just missing, darling.
I'm like staring at it. I don't know.
Am I ready? I don't know. Over me?
I just don't know.
Hang him where he's at. Just face him
5,
toward the wall.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered.
That's gluttonous, Stormy. Wrong one. Back over here. You guys are not getting healed. You need to be staying with us. Don't overlap on top of each other. Don't be in one of the other circles. You need to be on your own. Do miasmas. Make sure you're helping somebody heal. Spread out. Back in.
Oh, right down the middle.
Let's get a reset if we can. You guys got to move. You got like 3 seconds to move with that volatile miasma, and the idea is to move it to the right to get toward one of those markers, so that way everybody else is safe.
Yeah, that's all done. Oh, JK.
We have the
We have a
monk
monk.
cheat.
Get a battle res out or a mass res out.
I'll take a battle res.
I thought trinkets reset after you use them.
I think it's anything under 2-minute cooldown. No.
Yeah.
Have a 3-minute trinket
That's
at
a 3 minutes
Yeah.
cooldown. Yeah.
Are we waiting?
I've got a minute. That's
No, I don't.
up to you.
It's not that much of a damage crunch in this fight.
just ruined my pasta. That's all good.
Let's get a Warlock Gate over to like Moon, so that way we can any of the range can get over there quick.
Like Caliph needs trinkets.
Tanks count it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess you're all anxious, but give it a
Wasn't me
second.
that time.
Reminder, it's Gluttonous, not the other one. Don't be on that marker side if you can avoid it. That's where the beams are going to be going. Your rings can overlap, just don't be in somebody else's ring if you have one. Next thing is going to be Expunge. Vayne, you're going to roar. Beams. Consume, Vayne, roar. Stay with circles, keep healing those people. Well done with that one.
Empower.
Beams coming up. Beams.
Shit, wrong way.
You came straight across me.
And you
I
came
know.
straight at him.
I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Despite his best effort, he didn't kill me.
It's true.
Beams at 5. You guys are killing each other. You're standing in a line with each other.
I'm taking damage from all 4 of you, dude.
There's too many range that have it.
One of you run into melee.
You can run into melee. There's plenty of room in melee. Pick up Zeph. Good beam.
Well done, mortals. The anima stores lie ahead.
Moving on to Nerva.
Ooh, got that weapon.
Who was doing enchants?
Don't we go up the stairs?
Me.
Yep.
Turk.
Open trade with Turk, please.
Safe is who you're looking for.
Is that the safe word? Safe is the word, baby.
I expect that to be used on cooldown, darling.
Thank you,
Oh
Safeway.
no, why'd they give her
You're welcome,
that?
Turkleton.
The safe way is the only way.
She's gonna use that right in the middle of a name shot cast.
You mean that nerfed one?
Still good.
It's gonna be like 4 seconds into my cast, she's gonna interrupt it. Just DPS dead.
Don't get too used to seeing Safeway in raid though. Shopper's Drug Mart's gonna come in strong sometime soon.
I'm waiting.
Sobeys closer.
I already sent Safeway memes.
True. Oh, the Feral Druid's gonna come in heavy. This week is time to work on it.
Same, we should do some more.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm like 185 or so.
So, there's one behind range.
I've got 2 10s at rows.
Oni-chan?
Pull that circle towards us. You're gonna spawn an ad. Don't put it in melee, but bring it close so we can cleave it.
It should just not spawn.
Those circles just pop and no, it didn't spawn and the circle spawned and disappeared immediately.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got scared.
The mechanic is no mechanic?
Maybe it'll be heroic only.
Heroic only trash
Probably
mechanic?
determined its odds and they weren't good.
I can't move. Yep, that's the powered up version.
There's the ad.
Oh, the powered up version does the ad.
Pull the bosses over to the ad, and we would leave it down.
My brass, only to brazenly return to these halls alongside this ragged band of mortals.
Alright,
Denathrius has betrayed
Alright, reminders. Tank debuff is going to be first. 2-3 stack swap. And the final version, which is a 66 plus, it's going to be you explode and deal drop off damage to the raid. So that's get away from everybody and then drop it off. The first two is just increasing amounts of damage, and then you share it with random raiders. For the soaks, initial is just soak circles. Second one is soak circles, they drop puddles. Third one is soak circles, drop puddles, and soak secondary circles. For the container of sin, orbs will spawn. Marked players need to connect the dots through the orbs. The powered up version will have lines between the orbs that will kill you. So connect the dots from outside of the death triangle. And then 66 plus, the beams that are between the orbs will now rotate. So connect the dots while avoiding the death beams. Fourth container is going to be that add one. 0 to 33% is going to spawn an ad that we need to kick condemn, and it's going to be stationary, so we pull the boss to it, cleave it down. There is a secondary ad that will spawn that needs to be tanked. 33 up, it's going to root you in place, so that person with that debuff is going to be stuck to the ground, so get away from them while they spawn the ad. And then the last one, there's going to be blood orbs that will spawn as well. Just avoid they will splash out. Just avoid those as they come out of the person that's exploding. Gary and Kid, you guys were the ones on bottles last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kid was on draining preemptively, but Gary on draining proactively, or post-actively. So
Yeah, I was
yeah,
keeping these two right here. I was keeping them under 25 most of the time, or 33 or whatever.
Got it. And Kid, you were doing the right too?
I was just doing whatever's up next, making sure it's clear before we get up to.
Got it.
Tanks needed to pull her to the middle of the room and leave her there.
I would pull her to the point of that triangle
Right
in front
here.
of us and keep her there. That way you have that far back spot if you need to drop your explosion. And we
Okay.
have all this, and that way if you're up here, you're close enough that the healers will be able to catch you while they're doing the triangle stuff in the back.
Okay.
We want to lust the last one, since that's probably when we're going to use it on heroic.
Yeah, let me move it.
Did you put down a world marker?
Oh boy.
Or are you talking about the gateway?
No, for the drop off, the explosion, it was all the way back there.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see it because it's hiding behind her. She was actually covering even the beam.
Alright, Bloodlust is final jar, which should pop up about a 25% of her health.
Thanks, you might not get the drop off one. I think I got it like maybe once last week, but it'll depend on DPS.
I think you got it, but we pushed her, so we drained it, and it didn't end up exploding.
I got explosion once for sure, but it was definitely like, if it doesn't happen, that's just because we pushed it.
Right.
We pushed it, then we're more than probably gonna push it now.
I would still err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Once it's at 66%, go ahead and run back. Alright, everybody set.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm getting more list.
Nope, we're doing that at the final jar.
Destruction reigns!
Soaks.
I would enjoy wrenching the sin from you.
Triangles.
There's an orb in melee here.
Yeah, it's
Move
way
boss,
up
move
by the
boss.
boss.
There you go.
There, they broke.
Sin
First jar's up above 33.
Can't drain it down now. Can
We can drain it.
No, I know. I'm giving the tanks a heads up. We're on second jar.
Destruction reigns!
Soaks. Remember, I'll call 33. At 33, the soaks will leave a puddle.
I would enjoy wrenching the sin from you.
I'm gonna drain 4.
Yeah, I was about to ask you to do that. I think we need it. Beams. There's one up by melee.
I will crush your heart!
Gotta give us our chart because we're further back.
Soak the puddle. Remember, the line needs to go through the dot. You don't need to stand on it. If you stand on it when it's doing death beams, it's going to kill you.
I'm gonna drain 3.
The ground shatters!
Soaks. They leave behind puddles. Transitioning to third bottle.
Getting closer with that. Maybe watch out.
Not on top, but close. There. There you go. Perfect.
Empower.
We need a tank on this.
Your fates are linked!
Line up the lines.
Destruction reigns!
Soaks. Coming up on 33%, there will be lines between the orbs. Do not stand between the orbs that spawn. They will kill you. Or at least try to.
Your sin's torment will last forever!
Lines between the orbs, don't stand between them. Still connect the dots.
Draining 4.
Whenever listening.
At 25%, we're almost there. Bring that circle closer. Don't put it in melee, but bring it close. Once 4's done draining, drain number 1. Bloodlust.
Tank on head.
Bring it to boss.
You can drain 1 or 3,
He does not like
close,
moving.
Close 1.
Yeah, that doesn't move.
Close 1. Right.
Jaded must move.
Yeah, that's the other way around. Draining 3.
Destruction reigns!
We have still but I fear the damage has already been done. We are left to salvage what remains for the sake of revenue. There is no time for regrets. The reign of Denathrius must be
What was that just got put in Loot Hopper?
A ring.
Hates crit ring.
Big ring.
Right.
Is that not supposed to?
No. It just mine just says pass MSOS. It doesn't actually show the item.
And my PLH isn't working. I want to re-download it.
Debaucheries I have witnessed.
Oh, apparently you can
Rolled 100, so if anyone rolls that or better.
Let's head over to Artificer.
Assume crit haste is just like better stats for someone else, yeah? Is it like someone's main stats? I won't roll if it's your main stats.
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Hunter main stats too, well, at least for Beastmaster.
I think it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I like the haste, but I kind of want mastery, so I won't even roll. It's fine.
Looks like the whole raid rolled, but still no.
Excellent. -1, baby. All of you lose DKP.
That's my call to make.
EGP.
Thank you.
Get away from it.
No problem, Infernals.
Empowered. Empowered.
Watch those traps. This is what kind of caught us off guard last time. He's throwing red orbs that you'll see them arc out. Just avoid the spot where they land. Traps coming. Never mind.
Hunters, you can trank shot the debuff they have on them right now.
Mine's on CD already.
Or spell steal, that shit's great.
That'll be faster, fool.
Yeah.
Plus 50% haste. Well, I spell stole one of them. It's draining to do them all.
Empowered.
Traps.
Steamrolling these buds tonight.
Oh, okay.
He said it.
We know
Kick
who to
him.
blame.
Kick him.
Way to go, bro.
We're making great time.
Dude, the universe is always listening. Always.
Did you at least bring a towel?
Right.
If you brought a towel, we should
So
be fine.
let's just go ahead and start taking bets on which boss is going to be the stone wall.
The sledge fist.
No.
The one with the stone on him? Council.
Yeah.
No, he's easy now.
The dance.
Yep.
No.
Dance is gonna murder.
I think I'm gonna go with council.
Oh god, no. This fight's so easy.
It's gonna be a Denathrius.
Phase.
Denathrius is super easy too, by the way.
To be honest.
Shriekwing heroic pull tomorrow.
Okay.
Gotta get that great ball.
Jaded. I like that.
No, like only one extra mechanic on heroic.
Are you needing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just does the echolocation on
back
during the normal phase.
I think isn't also more things about blood too now.
He's doing that. The echolocations are the bouncing orbs that happen in phase 2. He also does it in phase 1, and if you get hit by that, you drop blood. That's the only new mechanic.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I did that last night. Or last week, sorry for having.
Yeah, I pugged it last week. It was brutal. Turns out including Shriek is difficult for someone.
Yeah, trying to pug it's really rough. You get these people who are like screaming at each other, calling themselves idiots and whatnot.
I had a guy who was insulting everyone else based on their PvP rating, and then he died to ear splitting Shriek.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I know you love PvP, but you don't need to like wiggle around these pillars, all right? Just stop. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, it's a PvPer thing. We all have ADD.
No, you don't have to move when you don't have to move.
You have to move. There's
Okay.
APM.
I vote that we kick safe out of group.
High actions per minute, baby.
What is this, StarCraft?
Yeah.
Hey, I played
I have one
StarCraft.
too.
My APM was wild, but they weren't the right actions.
Anyon Haseo.
Max, if you want to read. I still need to play more arenas.
Appalling. Our people starve outside the castle walls, yet these loyalists indulge their avarice.
Dance and feast. The jailer amasses an army to destroy the Shadowlands. The fools deserve their fate for believing the lies of Denathrius.
Many valuable weapons adorn these halls. Let us liberate them from the grasp of these aristocrats.
I'll try not to teleport a bomb into the group this time.
Aw, man.
Don't do it. It'll be funny.
Ha 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 ha.
Damn, it's a long run.
Empower.
Are you fucking kidding me? I just want to eat my food.
Does
No.
anyone know if the logs on Huntmaster are adjusted for the Shade of Barghast
I
thing?
noticed that too.
I think they removed the bonus damage.
But my parse.
I know. Come on, why you ruined the fun part of the parses?
Because I'm looking at the logs and it was like,
Imagine if you were the only person attacking the shade. What kind of DPS would you get?
Yep.
oh yeah.
Still, it's alright for the fun fight. One fun fight where it's cheese as fuck.
Interesting. Fighting has drawn the guards away.
Like I feel like Chorus was cheating.
Why?
Because 65% of your damage was on the Shade of Barghast.
Really? He had higher percent than me?
Yeah, that's low.
That's kind of crazy.
You were...
But are we putting them down for doing mechanics? Hang on a minute.
That's what it sounds like. We're
Yeah,
mechanic shaming
Wow.
now.
Yeah, you suck, Core. Play the game wrong.
I'll save my cooldowns next time.
Dude, don't play the objective, okay?
See, who had the highest?
You were my least
Oh,
favorite Halo
Novus,
player.
you're higher.
Or Counter Strike.
Counter Strike?
Ow.
Just go for kills.
Ow, dude.
Oh
And
my
we were
god,
only
Rob,
kidding about
you were
bringing that bomb in.
super cheating. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was doing crazy.
Rob's cheating so much his robots.
69% your damage, Rob.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Nice.
Nice.
What was mine?
Nice.
60, like 7 or something?
65.1.
Oh, this is barely beat him.
These brokers are a greedy lot. Do not let such potent weapons fall into their hands.
Ooh. Oh, it's this guy. Or girl, I don't even know.
It adjusted my damage curve.
Although I guess it could be okay to keep the bonus damage in the logs, because that incentivizes people to do the mechanic correctly.
No, because it's just gonna get abused.
What the fuck's with this percents in the logs right now?
See, I'm fine with
joking,
being abused,
but-
though. Like, I think that's fun for, like, at least one fight a rate. Like, I don't know. People are gonna abuse it in other ways anyways.
I mean, but this is dirty abusing. Like, you could get up to, like, 20, 30k single target pretty easily.
Have you guys seen Sledge Fist since the nerf? I fucking love what they did with the Rubble. I can actually see it.
Yeah, true. Boop. This game makes everything too easy.
Alright, quick rundown of this fight. There's the wormhole fight. In general, the wormhole is going to go from circle to star, as shown in the angry assignment. That is for phase 1 and phase 2. For final phase, it will go from circle to moon in the center. Tanks, you will be dropping your debuff off at square, so avoid square when you see a tank over there. They're exploding and trying to kill each other. For the mechanics, phase 1, you're going to be trying to kite ads. The wormholes are your friends with this. If you stand next to one, you can pop into it as the ad is getting close to you, and then pop into the other one when it's coming back towards you from the other side. Phase 2, we're using the wormhole to transport seeds to the other side of the room. We just need to clear the seeds that are on the circle side of the room. These seeds have a huge radius, so it's ideal that we get everything that's on the right side of the room over to the left using the wormhole. And then for final phase, that's when he's going to throw the sword over the center of the room. The sword will start a drag in, and by the end of its cast, it will kill anybody within the circle. So you do not need to run out immediately, but you need to be out of it by the time the cast ends. There's a visual for when the cast is going to end. There is a ring that's emanating out from the center. Once it meets the outside ring, that is when the explosion goes off. So make sure you are outside at the very end of that. We can use roar and things to bypass that. We'll call for them. Remember, range, you're going to be the ones running back to star with yours. Melee, you'll be dropping it off next to the boss by circle.
Also, flask and oil check, by the way.
What are you, a booty salon?
But if you cut some off, I can give you an oil check.
But you just said booty. I'm like, booty salon? What are
Does
those?
that mean they have to like bend over and cough for that one, Kalis?
If that will get them off.
The coughing is actually when we check the testicles, and that's just to see if there's a hernia.
You didn't make me cough.
Actually. It's because you didn't have a hernia.
Well, is it a bad thing that by the age of 19 I've herniated a disc in my back 3 times?
Stop doing that.
Bro. Alright, we are going to be starting up. Bloodlust is start of final phase.
Go on a bomb team, right, Jaden?
5.
Yeah, bomb team is Kidney, Gary, Rip, Rob, Card, and Safeway.
I have been hoping to test these relics.
Hey, we actually pulled when I said 1.
Progress.
Small miracles.
We can count.
Tears are coming up. Melee is going to be dropping it near the boss. The range is going to be dropping it at star.
Mind your step. Let us see if the legends of this relic are true. You cannot bargain with death.
Ads are up. Avoid them. You will get mind controlled if you get hit.
And I got hit. Kill more city.
Range, he's in the back. He's moving up.
Mind your step.
If you hit more city hard enough, he'll drop that clue.
You
Quick, you drop loot.
Next spirits. Oh, never mind, we're switching phases. This is seeds. Seed team, get ready to run your seeds back to star. Use the portals if they're close.
Mind your step.
Seeds are up. Tanks, you're going to have a very dicey moment where you're going to be exploding and you're going to be trying to get out of the seed as quickly as possible. You can bubble it.
Oh, no.
It's 3 seconds to get back.
Pick up jits.
Goodbye,
Next
attack.
tears.
Destruction is guaranteed. Mind your step. Marvelous.
We're going to get one more seed phase.
He's gonna need to take my spot.
Okay. Seeds are picked up. We're good.
Marvelous. The warp beckons. I hope this
Bloodlust.
wondrous item is as lethal as it looks.
Hit the wrong gate, because I'm retarded.
Do your best to run out. I'll call the roar. Vein roar.
I already did just now.
It's got to go to center, guys.
Mind your step. You cannot bargain with death. To die is your only value.
Stay out of the center if you can.
You cannot bargain with death. The warp beckons. Mind
New
your
tears.
step.
Annihilation. There's a portal in center this time, so you can use it.
Rip.
To mind your step.
Did you just portal back?
I got dragged in. I couldn't stop myself.
Marvelous.
Yeah, I literally couldn't stop myself from getting dragged.
Got it.
Destruction is guaranteed.
Alright, just finish wiping it up. First wipe's on jits.
Marvelous.
I have a dumb question. You can't take the damage from the middle just by standing in the portal, right?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
At first, I thought I normally don't take the portal in the middle to come back because druid privilege. I did this time, and I died standing next to the portal by the boss. So I was like, "How did I die to it? I wasn't in it."
Is the dot that's on players while it's out that does constant ticking damage?
Not for 16k.
Hmm.
Like I took the damage from the middle, but I didn't die in the middle. So I'm like,
did we go the wrong way?
Yeah, go back up and go up the stairs and turn right in the shaking room. I did the same thing. I was like, wait, this is the wrong boss.
Wait, you say charcuterie room? What?
Charcuterie room.
Charcuterie.
I had a glowstone on Darling, but I don't know.
I used it.
what's so special about cheese
I think
crackers?
I actually have
Oh,
charcuterie.
Lunchables,
Forgot
okay.
about the cold
What's
pets.
wrong with you?
Also jelly and some sort of protein like nuts.
But it's just cheese crackers. Who cares?
I don't even put crackers on my charcuterie anymore.
Right?
But yeah, but come on, man. You can get a Lunchable. A Lunchable is charcuterie.
You cannot get Lunchables.
Lunchables are fire.
Chata and all sorts of good shit in there. You can't get that.
I mean, metaphorically, a Lunchable is...
I'm just saying, like, even a pizza Lunchable could almost be considered charcuterie, considering what's in it.
Lunchables are charcuterie.
See, there you go.
Yeah, that's a charcuterie is Lunchables for adults. What's wrong with that?
Hey, whoa. Excluding adults from getting Lunchables. Come on, those are pretty good.
I have some in my fridge right now. Well, I think including kids from eating charcuterie because they just don't.
I don't know. It's just wild to me. Like, people really go for them.
I won't pay for it at a restaurant, but I make it for holidays for the fam.
Yeah, it's French, Turk.
I like how every spelling was different there.
Charred cutlery.
Zeph.
Does anyone have any
summon
steak
harassment?
mode?
Is that
I wanna do
Japanese?
that.
What was that, Jack?
Steak la mode?
Yeah, here. Where you at?
Thank you, Zeph.
I'm in a cluster of people.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Salty.
No problem.
It has to be a quicker way than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
called
glad I looted.
Soulstone Healer.
Congrats.
Let's do that right
no,
now.
I had one on Darling. She just used it.
Yeah, everyone should. Ando, I got you.
Commando. Oh, I thought I looted this. BOE?
Ando, you need a speedies.
Hey, you stole my boots.
Huh. Watching this graphics card, it's gone down $100 in the past hour.
Which one?
Why? So wait them out.
Holy shit.
Because people aren't buying them because scalpers suck.
Can you tell people to stop scalping switches?
Fucking right.
Switches.
Every time I check, it's still like $600.
Really?
I set up my own bot to F this noise.
Flask
Wait.
check.
Let's
Your
get
store.
intellect up. Check your oil.
What
Would
is the
a
store you speak of?
would a healer be able to throw a hot on Rip when seeds come out? Because the only way I can get over there and run everything around fast enough is with Burning Rush, and the seed also puts a dot on me, and so it's too much for just my Hellstone and Vial to handle.
Count it up.
Sounds like we're gonna have a hot rip.
Do you want another portal? Lock portal?
Yeah, my bad. I got it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wonderful. I have been hoping to test these relics on live targets. Mind your step.
Not quite the right portal.
Let us see if
I'm the worst, man.
this relic.
That's 2.
You cannot bargain with death.
He has a notebook, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. We're all in it, don't worry.
Use the portals. You're not going to be ported far, so be ready for a little bit of a kite. Call if you get MC
I
for
got
kill.
MC'd Ultimus.
Oh, my aim shot did go off.
Die together.
Not too bad. Next tears.
Mind your step. You cannot bargain with death. will more likely kill you.
Next tears.
Mind your step.
Seeds coming.
Destruction is guaranteed.
He's out.
The war beckons. You cannot bargain with death.
Empower.
Mind your step.
Seeds.
This will be the last seed, then we're going to go into the sword phase. Next rifts will be dropped near boss and center.
This wondrous item is as lethal as it looks.
Terror coming. Boss and center, remember?
Do you want to look?
Yep, Bloodlust here.
Oh. Big bada boom.
Oh, true.
30 seconds on B-Red.
Bugged out too.
You cannot bargain with death. The war beckons.
Okay, we got one. They're good spots.
Destruction is
One more pull in.
Mind your step.
Finish them off.
You cannot bargain with death. The war beckons. This exchange has no further
What?
value.
That's
Consider
this.
our
Phase
GG.
4.
No, he's
Oh my
not
god,
playing
it
away.
bugged!
I did this last week. It's like a little RP thing.
We meet him later, I'm guessing.
He'll be big.
I got a 32 slot bag.
Nice.
There you go.
La-dee-da.
Imagine that taking a loot spot in the raid.
Upgraded my endurance conduit.
Oh, never mind.
Yo, you need that?
I got a finesse conduit.
Endurance conduit.
We're going to Sun King.
Yep, let's go Sun King.
Man, a lot of people got the bag.
Ooh, Gratch shield off and Theo.
I like how they say the weight and the shape never seems to change. However, it only holds 32.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Or did we want to do council? Can we do council from here on?
No, we have to do Sun King first.
Sun King.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to read all this, but I think somebody won with an 89.
You'll see whatever the look at the
you'll
main
see
spec
it.
rolls and see the highest person with the highest main spec.
Right, it'll say main spec or off spec, and then essentially click the button next to their name, and then click offer.
I think it's you, Jaded. You got an 89 for main spec.
Okay. I'll trade my piece of gear to Zeph. You trade me
That
yours.
sounds like raid lead privilege.
So
Hey,
what
hey.
was the
Yeah,
change?
I told him the number. I told him not to go too high.
That's not the number.
Not
That's
over
not what
90,
happens here.
but pretty high.
Right, Stormy?
What was the changes to salvation again?
Thanks, Jaded.
They actually made the pedestals actually will heal, and I think that was mainly
The
it.
damage of the pedestals got greatly reduced too, so you're not gonna die getting 5 stacks.
And the essence
Right.
is actually heal 1.5% instead of 1.
And the he will actually enrage after 15 minutes instead of us just standing there healing him.
14 minutes.
That to be offset by the fact that the pedestals work, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I'm not sure I'm getting used to these encounters at work.
Holy lag! What the?
Why does TSM think this ring is worth so much?
Maybe it is.
What part of TSM are you reading?
It's got good stats on it for a lot of people.
Last sold for.
It's a ring.
Last sold doesn't mean that much.
It's a ring. It'll sell for more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that explains.
I can teach you how to
What was
read TSM. It rips new.
Verse is also an absolutely insane stat for a lot of people.
What's the rule with the BOEs again?
Rule of the BOEs is you can it's yours to do with what you'd like. The options are you can offer to the group for rolls, you can sell it on your own, or if you'd like to donate it, quote unquote, to the guild, you can sell it off or talk with Stormy about who will sell it, and then we'll portion out some for you, some for the guild.
This one's pride and arrogance are legendary.
You don't feel obligated to do anything.
Right.
Just whatever you want.
It's yours. It's a BOE.
You can also equip it.
Yeah.
Don't recommend.
Who the fuck would do that?
I did it. I did it to hit the 187 for tonight.
The 187.
Yeah, because that's the minimum because of Mythic Plus opening.
Where did you get this arbitrary 187 requirement, Brett?
That's what I'm saying.
From the original.
Jada put it in like raid team 1 thing, like before raid, the first raid.
Can someone help me click, please?
The one he put out today was definitely not 187. So.
Oh, come at the thing. Jeez.
Okay, I guess the original announcement's out of date then. I guess I didn't need to do that.
Oh,
It got nerfed.
Aw, poor Rip.
Wow.
Just stayed up all night.
Wow. I guess us
To
young
be fair,
boys from the Midwest all look at the same as you.
I gave the BOE a solid like 5 days worth of selling effort, and by solid I mean doing jack shit, and it didn't sell. So
Yeah, if you don't try, it won't sell.
Quick rundown. Kill priority is Infusers, Oculists, Vanquishers, Assassins, Fiends, and Darathos. Darathos is the guy that's up there. He will only spawn once. Infusers will pop up periodically through the fight. Slow them down, pin them to the ground, and kill them as quick as you can. If they get to Kael'thas, they'll start tearing his health off. Occultists will drop the jars for healers to heal up to full. Vanquishers will constantly do a raid stomp where they will interrupt any current casts out.
Can I get mage food?
And the assassins will target you with a Crimson Tempest or something. Just get it out of the group. And then the fiends are just doing nuisance damage. Tanks, you're going to be taking those Vanquishers. Make sure you swap at a couple reverberation. They do start to really hurt.
Or just dodge them.
DPS, make sure that you are watching when Kael'thas' shade comes. Don't stand in front of it. It does do a frontal cone. It will whip around and do a frontal cone at a random raid person. Don't stand in that either. Kite the Phoenixes. Range can double dot them and burn them down. If they do die, they will respawn, so don't count them out. They will drop void zones on the ground. Stay out of those. There is an Ember Blast that will be spawned on a random person that needs to be soaked like a meteor. Do not run out. I'll try to call that out. You're going to want to run away from people. You will die. we'll try to time the 45% and 90% to when we just kill a Vanquisher. So healers, I may call for you to hold off on healing some of the Animaphants until we kill the Vanquisher. Then we can heal up the Animaphants, and it'll push Kael'thas over for the main boss spawn. Based on what we did last time, I'm gonna call the Bloodlust at the 45% one.
You want us using pedestals from full, right?
Yeah, they're good now.
The swap.
I guess we were doing it wrong before.
The swap for tanks is on that the ad that comes in.
The Vanquisher.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
And then the Shade has a swap as well on 2 stacks.
Can't wait to get a weapon off this boss, dude.
Not allowed.
I don't want it.
Yeah, you just got one, right?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Imploded those traitors! Gods, stop them!
Yep, cast the gate, get out. There's gonna be some splash. For the cultists, there is one thing we do need to kick. Cannot remember what it's Vulgar Brand. Kick that Vulgar Brand. If you don't kick it, everybody will take increased damage.
Heal the font.
Channels.
Break it.
Turk green.
Getting cues. There's a Vanquisher coming.
Ensure that their deaths are swift.
Oh, just canceled it.
If you see somebody channeling, do not click on their font. You will interrupt them, and they will get a debuff anyways.
Vanquisher.
Stop channeling. We're on Vanquisher.
Additional guards are en route. Ensure that their deaths are swift.
Assassins coming down. If you get targeted with their Crimson attack, get away from the group.
How many stacks do you think we can take from the
Tanks pick this up.
I took full six.
Yeah, the assassins do have aggro tables. Okay, start channeling again. Continue to finish off ads.
Safe on green.
Those fools seek to hinder us. Do not
If you
allow
see the
them to
assassins
interfere.
returning to stone, they are priority to prevent them from healing the full.
Another interruption from the castle guard. Dispose of them.
Vanquisher.
Another interruption from the castle guard. Dispose of them.
Crimson Flurry out. Start channeling again.
Nala on purple.
Another interruption from the castle
Heal up the
guard.
fonts. If you can get him up quick, we can push him.
Turk on
It was
blue.
on purple.
Card on
Infusers.
green.
Infusers, get on them.
Tuna's taking first orb.
Trade's coming.
Hold off on healing. Oh, nope, he's up. Get on Kael'thas. Finish off the infusers. Get the infusers and then get on Kael'thas. Tanks need to scoop him up and move him to the edge of the room. Watch the phoenixes. They do a decent chunk of damage if you're next to them.
Come to us with this circle too.
Pick up Ando. Watch that blazing surge. Don't be in front. The magma is a meteor. Ember blast. Stack this up.
Don't be in front of.
Shall all be engulfed in flame!
Nobody stacked up for that Ember Blast, so it killed Jits and
Well,
Infernals.
Infernals also didn't move, so.
Additional guards are en route. Ensure that their deaths are swift.
Like, if you get Ember Blast, you have to prioritize running to people, not casting.
Vanquisher.
Get on Vanquisher. Once Vanquisher's out, we'll be back on boss.
Castle guard. Dispose of them.
I'm confused.
Get on the infusers.
I'm taking orbs this time.
Just a shitty time for the first orbs because he was down on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, it's your fault.
There's an infuser, 2 infusers at the boss. Get them down.
Or we get to channel after?
Yep.
Turk blue.
More of those fools seek to hinder us. Do not allow them to interfere.
Big res Jits. We do have a second up.
Another interruption from the castle guard. Dispose of them.
Of course, on X.
Vanquisher.
More of those fools seek to hinder us. Do not allow them to interfere.
Cultist in the back.
Additional
So
guards
channeling.
are en route. Ensure
Safe on
that
green.
their deaths are
Attack on purple.
Assassin swooping in. Probably get one more channel group in. Jaded on green.
Yes.
Additional guards are en route. Ensure that their
Vanquisher
deaths are
coming in.
swift.
Hold off on
Additional
channels.
guards are en route. Ensure that their deaths are swift.
Infusers.
And it's taking these.
Bring those ads over to Infuser.
Help on the right.
Additional guards are en route. Ensure that their deaths are swift.
We're good.
Good interrupt on that brainstorming.
Another interruption from the castle guard. Dispose of them.
We're behind on DPS.
We got 2 Vanquishers up.
Do we want to list?
No, we're almost there to the boss. Once these fonts are healed up, we're going to be at the boss pool. Oh, Lust, you're right. Let's kill the Vanquishers. Bloodlust.
We got Infusers.
Boss is transitioning.
Brew can have these orbs. Or deal. I don't know what you prefer.
Infusers.
Keep an eye on the tanks. Tanks are going to kite. Remember, you do need to move for the splash. Sombra. Finish off the Vanquisher. If you've got that Phoenix that's kiting to melee, you need to move it out.
My UI's not tracking your placing strike. How many?
Look at
2.
Jets move in.
Good job, yo.
Chaotic then.
Yeah, they split everything up a little bit.
Really important that those magma strikes, those are soaked by everybody. The easiest, the simplest one is going to be get in melee, and you have a bunch of people there. There were a couple phoenixes that were kited into melee. Those need to be kited out.
Of being used as a
Other than that, the timing seemed like we worked things out well.
Whose explosion was on the purple square, that purple diamond over there at the last second?
That was extremely funny.
That was so funny.
Take this soul away and aid him.
I was the only one there to help, and I just ate it completely.
But did you die?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I used every cooldown I had and just got one shot.
I died real hard.
Safe, you still have that?
Take the
belt?
stairs all the way down.
We're
Yeah, it's up for
going
trade.
down and going to council, so we'll get set up and then we'll take our mid-rate break. Up, where are you guys going?
Downstairs. Downstairs. Come back.
All
Come
the
back.
way
Come back.
down another set of stairs. Come back. If you went up out in the middle floor, you got to come back and go back down the stairs.
I just heard someone go all the way downstairs, so I started heading way downstairs.
Div, do you not have...
Div, if somebody else won that, give it to them since I already picked up a ring.
Yeah, no, I don't
6
need
weeks
it.
we
I
tell
was
you
just
to get
looking at it.
PLH.
Thank you.
Congrats, Ulti.
I have it. I have
Oh,
PLH.
is that the one from before?
Jade, is it an upgrade for you?
Which thing?
The belt.
It's a small upgrade. It's 6 item level. If somebody's got a bigger gap, give it to them.
The side grade for stats.
As long as the wine
Give it to him.
Haste mastery would be. Let me see what I'm using.
Gotta be
Yeah,
handy
haste would be
better.
much better.
I prefer my gatherings on the battlefield.
Oh, don't be such a bore. If you wish,
I have it. I just don't know how it works.
I will let you skewer your great stuff.
Piece of gear comes up. If you get a piece of gear that you can trade, it'll pop up asking you if you'd like to offer it to the group or not. You select offer to the group if you can. If not, you just say keep. And then when you offer it, a bunch of people are going to get selections from MS or OS. That's main spec, off spec. As they select a button, your UI is going to show up saying X person rolled main spec and they rolled this number. And then the plus is going to be how many item levels they will gain from equipping that piece of gear based on what they're currently wearing. You select the person that you're going to offer it to, it will put up rolls, it will tell you the item level upgrades, it will tell you main and off spec. What we do is go by main specs first, go by the roll, and then if there's a huge upgrade, we can talk about it to see if we funnel the gear towards somebody who's it's more beneficial for, like Caleb with his cloak. Click on the button, hit offer, and it'll ping that player to tell them to open a trade window with you in case you don't open it with them, and then they'll get the piece of gear.
Yeah, that was just my first time interacting with it.
You did great, Da Vinci.
Thanks. I actually messed up because I just now offered it to Jaded and we're 4 bosses in. But I already gave it to him.
That's why I was like, is there another ring? Just give it to somebody else.
Jesus
Should
Christ.
we take a
We'll
break?
take a
after
break
this,
after
did you
this
say?
trash, yes.
Don't forget, Jaded 6 minutes for his cuppa.
I'm gonna go put my kettle on now.
He puts it on now, we get 5.
Wow.
Damn it, killed.
Just a word of warning, if Stormy does do Spanx, you gotta have her say your name or she will never remember it.
Shut up.
I mean, is it
Because
wrong?
I called Turk Rip twice in a row.
Wait, twice?
It's Rip Turk.
Children. In a row.
Time out.
It's the first one. Because you're both like the young ones. The little.
Thing 1 and Thing 2 and Thing 33.
The relief is like right here for this one, right?
The release?
No, but there's a mirror to get here.
Yeah, there's a shortcut.
Turk and I are very different individuals.
Not
Turk
thinking
is
of
from
that.
Wisconsin, while I'm from Minnesota. Those states are diametrically opposed.
No, they're like the same fucking thing.
That sounds like white and really white. I'm not seeing it.
Nah, Minnesota has more of a reason to hate us now because all of our COVID patients are going to there.
Are we, yeah, okay.
Oh, sweet.
If any locks are still around, could I get a summon back?
Yep.
Yeah, me
Same.
too, please.
Yep.
Burb.
As the lock, I'm also going to need a summon back after I drop this portal.
It goes away once you leave.
Not how that works.
I have slappy hands for this fight now, so I'm hoping I can just pull every waiter in.
Wait, you got Ungeons?
Ungeons?
Oh, bro. Don't remind me.
2-in-1 run?
Don't remind me about Ungeons. I don't want to hear about your
475
Ungeons.
what?
Okay, I don't want to hear about it, okay?
You mean
if
my
anyone can
Ungeons?
complain about Ungeons, it's me.
I literally never even got one. I had the normal one.
I had the heroic one, so I guess mine was better. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm using mine right now.
Vent to your friends. Where do we turn in the weapon thingamabobber in our
The bottom, the not the floor you like Hearthstone to, but the one below
It's
that.
the downstairs. And he's
Wait,
right in
are
my
we on break?
doorway. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've already lost minute 15? Man, I got up at like 10% when the mob was still alive. I was like, pfft, I gotta put my kettle on.
I have 4 minutes. That's not enough time. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe like 3 minutes.
You don't need a kettle. You just microwave it for 3 minutes.
I had a friend that when she was growing up, she never had a microwave, so she'd always like heat her water in a coffee cup, but on the stove, and sometimes she would blow them up.
Oh wow!
Probably still does. Even though she now has a microwave, she doesn't use it because growing up she never had one, so she's kind of like meh.
Any people with a mailbox?
Man, who wants to get mail?
Females.
Wow, Colby, I
don't.
didn't
It's
even
like
have to
bills and
ask.
political
Thank
ads.
you.
So I need everyone to be on their best video game skilling for this remainder of this because I need my legendary today, please.
Yes, please.
And we need the Nathrius for this.
How much money you got?
I will literally give you $10.
$10
American
or Canadian.
Makes a difference. I thought you'd never ask.
If it's Canadian money, I'll take it.
$10 Monopoly money.
You're rich.
How much money for me to activate level 8 gamer mode?
Just if you ever go to Mexico with Canadian money, they love it at the swim up bar because it doesn't get wet and soaked like American money does.
Oh, I love my money soaked.
Canadian money is all plastic.
American money
And it's
is
very
the
pretty.
worst because
Wait,
of
they
the
don't-
thing called boob slit.
Canadians don't use moose chips anymore.
Beaver teeth now.
Beaver teeth.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
it.
Ultima.
Yeah, man.
You know, you guys were helping me. The first BOU I got last raid, you guys were helping me price it.
Uh-huh.
So I got another one later in the week, right?
Wrong.
So I threw that in the auction house with the same strat of cutting a bit, and I got this wonderful all caps. Hey, stupid retard, devalued 80k BOE fucking you fucker mother.
There's why
Well,
do people undercut? It doesn't make
the-
sense.
Yeah, you may get a message or two from the autists that play WoW, but you know.
That's when
was
you
that
know
an
you've
offer?
made it. That's when you know you've
Yo,
made it.
That's when you know your
badge of
price is
honor.
right, dude.
Screenshot that shit, set it as a background.
I just said, if you think it's worth more, buy it and flip it. And he said, okay, I'll buy it off you for 100k. I was like, deal, take it.
Hey, it's basically a
Can you check
token.
the undermine drone, see if it's sold for any more, or see if he's lost money on it?
I haven't.
Because that's when you then turn around and send him some spiteful mails. How did that thing sell?
The fucking you fucker mother really got me.
Awesome.
That would hurt my feelings, so I'm glad he didn't say it to me.
How much did you undercut?
80K.
Is the
Summon back the people that are out.
is the
What was the
limit
original price?
same lagging, or is it just me?
I've been fighting with some lag
Original price, I
most of
think
the
it
night,
was
but it could be my bot too. I don't know.
What was the original price
Would've been
from the
280K.
80K? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good smoke thing down for those two.
It was dropping really fast, so I wanted to sell it like ASAP. Like the thing went down 200K in like the 10 minutes I was refreshing it, so I was like, alright, yeah.
Right. Just summoning back Rob and Jay waiting on Sombra.
Sombra.
Wait, you're waiting for Rob?
Summoning you back, but I guess you're just out
No,
of
no, I'm
range.
on the front right here, dude.
See you now.
He's picking out his dance spot.
Is this council?
Remember last week when Turk tried to slash dance every
No,
time?
this is the dance spot. Bet you.
Remember last week when Rob was a mage?
Nope.
Me neither.
Wait, Rob's a mage?
Rob's rogue assassinated mage.
Yeah, Rob
We'll
race
go
changed.
ahead and do. Oh, let me change the angry assignment because we did change this.
I like to get all this haste, dude.
Haste for days. Or
Dude,
something.
bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Don't be hasty, bro. Don't at me, bro.
Bro.
BFA never happened, Turk. Never fucking happened.
Hey, the raids were kind of fun.
Explain this.
Anyone else watching Limit on
What's BFA?
Enerva? This fight looks like such a clusterfuck on Mythic.
Is the stream lagging for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to refresh my stream.
Looks like a super shit show on Mythic.
There's just like the lines, there's like 3 sets that all happen at the same time.
I have one of those more set.
I keep it in my bag at all times.
Yup, just in case you happen to need to go to Black Temple.
Mm-hmm. If it can
Black Temple?
If it can teleport me somewhere, it's in my bag.
Same.
I keep
Oh, okay.
this with me.
I want to come up with the teleport roulette. It's just it activates one of them. You don't know where it's going to go, but you got
So
to deal
just-
with it when you get there.
There's a staff you can get. I have it on my priest that it'll teleport you to just like a random location in any zone.
I just used the toy that if you kill a critter, it'll give you a portal to Black Temple.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, quick rundown for everybody. Phase 1, we're going to be killing Stavros. Remember that he's going to be dashing through the tank. He's going to be going to the outside tanks. He teleports behind your character and dashes through you, so wherever you're facing is the direction that he's going to lunge out, so you can aim it. Frida's Dreadbolt volley needs to be interrupted. Focus and nuke any dutiful attendants that do spawn. If you get Dark Recital, run out of the group immediately and just keep running. Meet up with your partner if you're able to, but the highest point of damage that you're going to take is from standing in that stuff underneath your feet. If you stop moving, you are going to take a 7k hit, versus if you're not with your partner, you take a 700 damage hit. So very important to just keep moving and then get with your partner as quickly as you can without ever stopping. Once Stavros is dead, we're going to be killing Nikolaos. We're still going to be focusing on any dutiful attendants, but there will be a new mechanic where there are servants that will come out. Those need to be picked up. Those need to be killed quickly. They do random targets, so there's no aggro pickup. But if we can drag them and cleave them down, it'd be better. And then there's going to be a prideful eruption done by Frida. We need to make sure that we spread out for that and then repile up to kill Nikolausen, and heal up everybody. Final phase, we're going to be killing Frida. We're going to be stacked for most of the phase to mitigate the damage of shards and be able to heal it back up. And then we will spread for explosion like we did in phase 2, and then stack right back up.
I do too.
Healers, those explosions are where we can use cooldowns to pick people up afterwards. Any sort of targeted like barrier, sort of small AoE, we can use those for the final phase, shards. Oh, mechanic for the whole thing, just in case. Remember that you need to get to your dancing position. There's gonna be a shaft of light. Stand in it, and then you're gonna be moving forward, right, left, or backwards. Based on what the bosses call, you'll see the ads to your left, right, in front of you, and behind you doing the same thing. Just make sure to follow along with them. You always end up in the center of one of these tiles. Whichever warlock hasn't put down a gate, put one down from the middle to the boss side of the room right now. So that anybody that needs to get to the front has a quicker path.
We pull into the middle of the room, right?
Yes. Pull it to the middle and then pull them off to the side. Try to make sure to keep it where the essentially you're facing the stairs leading up out of the room, so that way whenever the boss dashes at you, they dash up out of the room and up the stairs.
I put my back to the boss. Is that what you're saying?
You put your back to the center.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You put your hands upon your hips.
You can turn during the cast, but it's a very fast cast, and so you have to be ready for it and be ready to turn. So if you're not comfortable doing that turn, just always be facing that direction.
Alright, everybody is set. Let's start it up. Cleave damage is encouraged only if it empowers your resources. All damage done to the second two bosses is healed up when one dies, so it is a waste to cleave for damage sake. Tanks count it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How
dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire?
Venom.
Recital, run, keep running. Don't stand in the pools under their feet. Coming up on the dance. What you're facing.
Everyone, take your positions. It is time for
Get to your light.
dance macabre. Transformed. Boogie down. Boogie down. Transformed.
Lame.
Your steps were simply
Agreed.
pity you have to die.
Put your left foot in.
Put your left foot in again.
Add attendant.
Get the attendant.
Everyone, find your partners.
Get out.
Well then.
Okay, let's reset. Are you guys taunt swapping?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know.
Are you,
Take this.
Are you swapping on the bleed or the lunge?
They're
I did the
they're
lunge.
reposed.
You have to swap on the bleed. Yeah. The bleed will happen after the lunge, but
I swap on.
You needed to reset. So.
I swap on 2 riposts. Yeah. But there was a point in time there where I had all 3 bosses.
Yeah, the lunge debuff doesn't really matter. Like you can survive a lunge even at higher stacks.
That just means that there was a bad swap. Don't release. Do not release.
I can't.
In combat.
So when it yells at me to taunt off of tack, I taunt his boss and he taunts mine, and we're good.
Correct. And one of you will just have the lady boss. It doesn't really matter because she doesn't do anything.
Gotcha.
Right, there we go. I think we got. Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You were not on the guest list!
Get ready for the dance recital. Be ready to run out.
DPS is aggro.
Everyone, find your partners! Or die!
Make sure you avoid people that have markers. They're gonna blow you up if you're on them.
Everyone,
Coming up on dance.
take your position. It is time for the dance. Macabre! Prance forward. Boogie down.
Here's the boring one again.
Shimmy right.
Oh, never mind.
Talking shit.
Yep. He heard me.
Your steps were simply delicious. Pity you have to die now.
10.
Dark recital in 5. We have an attendant up. Recital coming up. We're ready to run out. Get away from people.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Watch your facing. You're facing the wrong way.
Face the stairs. Tech.
Empowered.
Okay, we're on Nikolaus.
Nikolaus.
This says Bloodlust second.
Bloodlust. Bloodlust right here. Attendant coming up. Waiters. Spread, spread. I'll rally this. Finish off waiters and get on Nikolaus.
Attention! Set formation for the dance macabre.
My frames are suffering so bad.
Me too.
Watch those drain essences, healers. Pick up brew. Don't take it until after, if you do get it.
Shimmy right. Shimmy right. Stop this nonsense. You have disgraced this gathering long enough.
Attendant coming. Waiters.
Attack taunt.
Empower.
One more attendant, see if you can push them. Everybody on Frida, pile up on Frida, pile up on Frida.
Attendant.
Once the attendance is done, we're stacking up for this. We are only spreading for the explosion, then we're recollapsing on Frida.
Tanks use cooldowns on the tank hit. You can't swap during it.
For the eruption is coming up next. Get ready to spread. Spread out, spread out. Collapse back in. Soul Spike's coming. Jit, you're gonna barrier. Drop it.
Already did.
Okay. Cool. Keep going. You got a dance coming up soon.
Dear guests and vile intruders, take your places for the dance macabre. Prance forward. Shimmy right. Sashay left. Boogie down.
Get on my spot, Vane.
Enough.
Ow.
Your
Cancel
giant
your finish her out.
sicken me.
Same thing. Pull her to the center. Stack up. First thing up, it looks like it's going to be Soul Spikes. For this Soul Spikes, let's get Kidney's Darkness down, and then Explosion first. For the first shard, let's get Kidney's Darkness and Ando's Drink. Once it comes up, go. And finish the fight.
Were the tanks supposed to take damage from the spikes?
Yeah.
Is that the thing that y'all were talking about? Okay.
Yeah. It hits 4 times during the channel, and it increases in damage with every hit, and the amount of damage you take gets split to the rate as well.
Gotcha.
Where to now?
On Sludge Fist.
Our buddy.
Oh
buddy.
boy.
My buddy.
Oh
You're
my
buddy,
god. I haven't heard that in
So-
ages.
So for tanks on this fight, do we just need one tank?
No.
No, you need 2 tanks.
Unless you're Nala or a Nala.
I never tanked in rage. Like,
And even when he tanked, I didn't take any damage. And I think it worked, but not quite as well on the other side. Like with me tanking and you taking the extra hit.
yeah. I mean, it's all about. So this fight is all about the main tank's damage. The off tank doesn't really take that much damage, but it's soaking up damage from the main tank because the main tank is taking everything.
If you're so fond of wreckage, my lumbering friend here will help.
But the only other thing I saw, I watched a couple POVs on this. The only other thing I saw was that essentially what people did is essentially tanked them along one wall of the room and kept the range on the other side of the room. That way you kind of swept together instead of flip-flopping back and forth. So, like, first spot that I saw tanked was Essentially like around there. Second spot moved over a bit. And then for the third spot, they kind of moved it to the second pillar they destroyed, and range just kind of followed along on the opposite side of the room. They did destroy this pillar first, and then the blue. They destroyed the yellow pillar first, then they destroyed blue pillar, and then they started. Then they moved over and started eating up the rest of the room with the final stuff. But essentially, instead of like zigzagging around, let's keep them as close to the previous stuff that's on the ground as we can.
They didn't affect
there's gonna be
his.
less as well.
They didn't nerf like the amount of ground spots, but they did like enhance
They did.
graphics. Oh, they did.
No,
Nerf?
yeah, they did.
25%.
Then we got this shit.
25% less rubble. Less people get.
It's health by 12%.
So it's diamond first, then square, and then to the front of the room.
It's sort of circle to. Circle to moon, and then circle. Then when he does his first smash, you smash star.
Right.
Then you move to moon, and then you smash square.
Okay.
And then we use whatever's left of the room. The biggest thing for tanks is do not put him close enough to one of the other pillars for him to stomp and smash it. From what the POV looked like, you can have him standing on top of a pillar and he will not smash any of its neighboring pillars. You have a little bit of wiggle room with that, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
Can we get a
I'd
marker
seriously
on
buy a
Caleb again?
town thing if anyone has one.
So,
Somebody has a tome for Vayne. What's up?
So the are those markers then for the tanks?
Right. For
So
the
range is
range,
going to be on the opposite side.
right. Range will be on the opposite side of the room, and put a mark over Caleth's head. Essentially, just stay with Caleth. Caleth, I think the biggest thing is going to be just you have a set like one direction escape for everything.
Yeah.
I'll put what's good marker for you.
What I'm going to try do is from where I'm standing, facing the boss, I'm going to try do like left, forward, right, so kind of fill it up in that kind of direction.
Yeah, and you guys can stand in that alcove behind Sludge Fist.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to move.
For anybody that hasn't done it, you will get chains to somebody else. Always try to move in the same direction. You have a little bit of time when the stomp goes out. You have pretty much just enough time to walk out and a little bit extra. Make sure you always stay with your chain partner. If you're 12 yards apart, you will snap the chain and kill each other. Melee, it's stomp and any wayward rebels that you will be dodging. For the range, it's just the rebel you will be dodging. When he charges the pillar, do not be between him and the pillar. It is a one-shot. If you're using cooldowns, save them for when he smashes into the pillar. That is an increased damage taken spot, and that's where we really catch up on the fight. The goal is to do 20% damage between every pillar. Anything else? Tanks always stay within 5 yards of each other.
You can spread on the charge. It's only when
Do tanks get chains?
No, tanks will not get chains. I would still practice staying close to each other because on heroic, everyone will get on heroic on heroic, everybody will get changed.
So we're supposed to be with Caleth, right?
I believe it's mythic.
Yeah, range will stay with Caleth. It might be mythic. All the range will stay with Caleth. He's marked with an X. This is because some of the crumbling ceiling is targeted at range. Some of it is random, but the ones that are targeted at you, we want to make sure they all drop in the same spot.
If you hover over your time to have a look at your raid lockouts, does anybody else have 2 different lockouts now?
Did you do LFR?
No, I've got normal and normal.
Oh,
Yeah, I did
10.
too.
Council
That's
is on
weird.
a different one.
5, 4,
They're
Here we go.
fixing the problem with it.
2, 1.
Empower.
Your partner has a marker over their heads. It is a red X or red triangle.
Left.
Zeph, if it looks like it's clear over here, you can take him in the exact same spot after the first smash, if it's clear.
Okay.
After this will be the charge.
Forward. Move a little bit.
Yeah, we should be able to reuse the same spot. Pick up the Bruchachi.
You can taunt it back. I just use my movement.
Theo, come in melee if you're not.
You need to go with your partner. Your partner is not always in the same spot as you. Do we have a reset set up?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's get a reset.
Tack, how about you main tank it? I was getting clapped at the start.
I died outside.
Rip.
Huh? Okay. I had a hard time seeing where you were, so I'm gonna mark us.
That may be why you were taking so much damage then, Zeph.
Yeah, I was getting like 80% of my health was getting destroyed in like one hit. I'll try again, but yeah.
They nerfed his auto attack damage.
Yeah, I put that in rechat. They nerfed it by 18%.
You can release. We're going to be right up the hall from him.
Well, not yet. Vanish, die.
Get all these knife phase.
Sorry, breaking.
No problem. I know we were on the other side of the room.
Oh, I have that spell where I can't release.
Yeah.
No, release anyway.
Yeah, I can't release
Same.
either.
Oh, we got AoE. Hey.
Tuna with a win.
I need to repair it. Give me just a second.
One tip for DPS. There is the best
Yeah, it says
time.
you have a res pending.
2-minute cooldowns is on the pole, second and fourth pillars. The best time to use 3-minute cooldowns is on the first and fourth. And then 1-minute cooldown should be every pillar. And that gives you the most overlaps with its vulnerability phases.
It's always melee with melee, range with range. Paladins and monks are always considered, more or less considered melee. So just, you gotta stack up with us.
So ranged, as soon as the pull goes, once you've done your little opener, we're gonna move towards where the flag is behind him. Right by us.
Yes, let me give you assist so you can mark stuff.
Problem I found, Caliph, is where you were. I was ranged from the tanks a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
They're on the far side of the boss, this part of it.
I'll stand closer.
No, I think you're fine. I just might have to be a touch closer to the center. There's only a couple of steps. It wasn't a big deal.
Check your oils.
We need a Jiffy Lube week, Gorga.
I'm gonna do a shot. Let's get intellect from Multimus.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empower.
Okay. command.
Pick up Darling when she's done with Angel. Range, make sure you stack. You are on your own.
Move forward. Next one, you guys are going to move left.
You can take him back if there's room.
Range, move a little bit towards the back wall. Yeah, don't break the chain.
Of course, you need to back.
Move forward.
Take the boss over to the other side, that clear side, yeah. There. Hold him there, hold him there.
Range, you're going to go forward on the next one.
Charge, get the far pillar, the other side pillar.
Forward.
Out of the way.
Range. Move forward a bit so you don't get knocked back.
Take him back on this close. Yeah, that's fine. Move him. Keep going. Stay together. Melee and ranged.
Range, you're going to go forward after this next one. Forward. Move out of that. Just go into the clear space where the broken pillar was.
Pull him closer to the wall so the range have some room to move up.
I don't have the best angle
It's
to see
okay.
anymore.
I'm having them move it around. Make sure you're out of the way.
Oh. We're gonna leave him where he's at.
Oh,
Yep, that's fine.
Move towards the boss, yeah.
10 seconds.
Range move
Pick
to
up
the
attack.
right. Of the
Nope.
That's enraged.
Died right as it came off cooldown.
We might need to. We'll lost at the third pillar, but we still got one more pillar smash to go. And that pillar smash is the damage from the pillar smash is increased by his enrage.
So he's not clearly not supposed to enrage, right? We're just not killing him fast enough.
No, he's supposed to. No,
Oh,
he
he is.
enrages,
It's not
yeah.
enrage.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
30% health. He does 20% increased damage and 20% increased speed.
Sorry, I've been a dumb bitch. I forgot to put weakness on him. That's partly my bad. Thanks.
I don't think it's gonna be a huge. It's not a damage. It's not a deal breaker for damage taken. Let me see what those rocking tanks other than just his damage.
It's all Rip's fault, dude.
We've got a couple deaths from Giant Fist, so tanks aren't stacking. I've got Turk and Stormy dead from Giant Fist. Sombra. Yeah, there's quite a few giant. Well, that may be at the end of the fight.
That's
But
probably
definitely some early ones.
Well, Turk died 39 seconds
I did
in,
take
so
a
his
punch.
definitely wasn't.
Right. Make sure you guys are stacked up. Even if one of you can dive in, it's better probably if you both walk in, just to make sure that the Giant Fist isn't getting slung onto one of the random melee.
Tack.
Try.
Try main tanking him this time.
Okay. I was like, I'm trying to stay on top of him, but yeah.
Nah, you handle auto attacks better than I do. So it should be easier for you.
And for melee, make sure we're not on anyone with a marker over their head.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered.
Come on, Rip. We're going this way.
Ready for charge. These charges deal a good chunk of damage, so we can use some preventatives here.
We can probably pull him back.
Yep. Pull him back to that gate.
Caleb, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Not. Or angle us for the knockbacks. Come this way, Ridge.
Tack, we're gonna go to the left next time we do that.
Follow Caleb.
It's fine, I'll come there.
Oh, we need to go to the other side of the room.
Yeah, if you can get over there. Yeah, we should be good. Other side, Tack. Other side of the room.
Other tag, yeah, over here. Over here.
You're too close to a pillar at that spot. Everybody with chains, walk slow. Make sure you're with your partner.
Forward. We're actually gonna go across ranged. Be backward sliding.
Are we listening on this next pillar?
No, we're shoot, he's about to enrage.
Empowered.
Yeah, we'll try the lust and see if we can push through. Crash, go ahead and rally. Tanks, you're going to be taking heavy swings. Keep them right here.
You want darkness?
Not yet. Well, actually, after the stomp, we'll do darkness.
Who was connected to me?
I was.
You're supposed to hold my hand.
You went right. You always go left.
Handed, I go right.
I guess we'll kill him before he hits the pillar.
Yeah. Get fucked.
Nice, good
I
job,
hope
guys.
so.
Going right, because you left him.
Well, hell yeah.
Oh, those gloves are so tasty.
That was nice.
Yeah, dude, they are.
Your diet sucks.
We must continue our pursuit, mortals. Fortunately,
Legos.
does not seem beyond repair. Be warned. Demetrius'
Yeah, I got a Lego for a spec that I probably will not be playing.
That's actually a pretty
Dude.
fun survival Lego, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
This
I
is the
think-
worst part
I think
about
I've
farming
gotten
gear before
8
raid.
Legos.
There's like 2 upgrades in the entire raid for you.
Well, these 2 bosses give all the upgrades.
My DBM just told me we just ended our fight against Sun King, and that the timers may be off.
That's probably what kept us in combat.
The Sun King still.
Are we not dying to this?
Oh, lots of ads. That might be a little greedy taking 2 at once.
They don't look elite.
Get those circles out if you got a circle.
Get good, y'all.
Can't do it, I immediately treat.
Breaking, is this a Destro fight?
I heard you could do both, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
They're bursting.
Their shields when they get the full cast up. Called detonation.
Looks like my AoE is fine.
Where's that mastery nerf?
Mastery's on pets.
Mastery only affects my pets.
Oh, good shadow damage too, but
I want star fallback.
Sorry.
6%.
So apparently, Rip, you can
Oh,
go. Apparently, all 3 specs on this fight.
There's only 2 Warlock specs, though. That's the problem.
I actually like Demonology. Come on, man.
Demonology is great.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
but it
So fun to
doesn't
play.
work.
The commando needs to be printed.
Still
Get those
fun.
self-destruct. There's 2 of them self-destructing.
Having fun, Ando.
I do made a good decision not playing healer this expect.
You say that all. We have 10 million.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, my ring just sold. Hell yeah.
Should have sold it for 80k cheaper, sold faster.
I sold it for 10k cheaper and it sold almost immediately. And I didn't get any rage.
Ooh, I have not doctored this fight down. Alright, so, quick rundown. This is a 3-phase fight. We're going to be fighting Call first with Grushal shooting at shit at us from the sky. And then once we get her down, they're going to switch up. And we're going to fight Grushal while Call flies around. And then they will do a 3rd phase where we will be fighting both of them at the same time. Their abilities sort of carry over one after the other, so just keep them in mind throughout the entire fight. During phase, when we're fighting Call, if you get Wicked Blade, run out. There will be 2, I'll put down 2 markers, run to those spots, everybody else avoid that side of the boss. The blade will come out from Call, hit the first person, hit the second person, and return to Call. Don't be in its way, and don't be around the 2 people being targeted. They splash damage, so don't stack on top of each other. You do need to be apart. There is going to be a bleed that's going to be put on you by by this cast. To get rid of that bleed, since it is permanent, you need to stand in Crystallize, which is shot out by the guy flying around. It'll be a circle. You stand in it. What'll happen is that it'll stun everybody within the circle, remove all of their bleeds, and then drop a meteor on your asses. So it's if you need to get a bleed off, stand in the circle. After the cast goes out, you'll see a rock start falling. Everybody needs to get underneath it to help soak it. It is very literally a meteor ability. So from that, there will also be Stone Legion Goliath that will be spawned in. They need to be focused down when they get to 20% health. Otherwise, they're just cleaved the entire time. And then tanks, you're going to be getting a permanent dot that as well. What you will do is whenever you taunt swap, whoever is not currently tanking a boss or a Goliath will stand in that Crystallize and also have their bleed removed. During the intermission, there's going to be dodging swirlies and killing gargoyle ads. And we will be collecting orbs to take to Prince Renethel, because the bosses will be taking no damage and we need to empower him so he can smash their shield and switch phases. There's going to be red orbs scattered around. There will be orbs dropped from the gargoyles, orbs dropped from the Goliaths. Grab them, run them over to Renethel. When he gets to full mana, he's going to blast their shield, which will also knock all of us back. So do not be on the edge of the platform or you will be punted off the castle. When we go to second phase, the bosses are going to switch. The Call will still be doing that Wicked Blade. She'll just be doing it from the sky. And Grishal will be doing Eruptions. What we will be doing is you'll be running out and dropping a Void Zone down. The trick with this is that every time that he casts it, you will drop a Void Zone, but all existing Void Zones in the area will also go off a second time and must have somebody standing in them, like a soak mechanic. These can be cheesed with turtle, bubble, cloak, and any sort of other immunity. You can stand in them, take the hit, and then get right back out of them. Do not stand in more than one unless you have an immunity. By getting hit by one, you get a debuff that increases your damage from the other. So we'll try to do some overlap with the circles. Hunters, mages, you guys can stand in that overlap and soak two void zones using ice block or turtle or anything, and that'll mean one less person needs to help soak these mechanics. Then the second intermission, we're going to do the same thing. Feed Renethal some mana, and then phase 3 we'll be fighting both bosses at the same time. So that means Wicked Blades, Crystallizes, Meteors, and the Void Zones that we got to run out and then soak to make sure that none of them explode and kill the whole raid.
What percent health are they going to be at during the third phase? Do they start like 20% or something?
Let me see. I don't have a percent health on here.
It doesn't matter. I was just curious if it's like they're almost dead and it's kind of like one of those push phases, like if we're gonna lust at phase 3.
50% health. They'll crystallize at 50% health, and that's when we do the swap to intermission. So we will tank them in phase 3 from 50% down. They both also need to die. Okay. They need to die close to each other, because when one dies, the other one enrages, and will just start murdering us one by one. So, if you get targeted with the Wicked Blade, go to those two. Let's see. Let me move them off to the side a little bit more. If you get targeted with the Wicked Blade, go to those two markers. Range, you guys can stand sort of back here, and just have those available to you. Melee will be standing close to this window while DPSing the boss down and the Goliath. Crystallize, when you get the circle, move out of melee or move out of the range group, and then anybody that needs the bleed popped off of them, get in the circle, and then once you see the rock falling, everybody needs to get into it. That's going to be the big one, and the other big one's going to be making sure that we soak all of the earth shatters that we see when Grishal's down. They're going to look just like the falling debris that we just saw on Sludge Fist, just big grayish tan blobs in the ground. I could have sworn that was my ready check.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion
Oh.
here!
Pull her back to the window. Keep going back.
Tear you asunder!
Wicked Blade coming out. Get to your markers. Da Vinci, you're on the wrong side.
That's the bleed.
No one soaked it.
Nobody soaked. It's a real quick. You stand at the edge of the circle, you see the pop, and then you get in before the rock falls.
We're melting her. Holy shit, dude.
Next, Wicked Blade.
No escape!
Don't be in line with them. It does splash. Get ready for intermission.
My soldiers will strike from the sky. Champions, I will clear the skies.
Priority on the ad.
Get that. If you need to get your bleed off, stand in that circle, and now we need to soak it. You don't. Oh. That's not one of those you need to soak it by yourself. That's a mechanic that we actively need to be able to drop buffs. Get bloods to Renethal. Thank you for grabbing those bloods that are far off.
Watch out in the middle when he gets the full mana. He does a beam straight up the middle.
Here we go. Switching bosses.
Are you alright?
Pick up Jits.
I need stand, please. Though I may fly a little stiff in the morning.
Same thing. When you get the when you get upheaval, move that out. Run that out. Alright, that void zone, every time he does seismic upheaval from now on, it needs, or not seismic upheaval. Every time he does eruption, that void zone needs to be soaked in addition to whatever's currently dropped. That was a bleed drop. Eruption. Don't stand in it if you have eruption. You're gonna get killed. You get too many debuffs. Get the eruption somewhere else. And then back on boss. Yeah, the idea is that we just want them sort of kind of overlapped a little bit, so that, but they're staggered, so that way we can soak them one after the other. Crystallize if you need to break it, and then help with these soak mechanics. We may need to just pull that closer to melee, because there's a lot of people just missing it.
Sorry, an orb on the back if someone mobile can get it. By the big gargoyle.
I'm running.
We need the soaks. Oh, missed the soak.
No, somebody stood in the soak with the eruption.
You don't happen to have a teleport set up outside, do you, Tack? If you can get him outside, get him out. Reset it.
suggested where the ranger stand and where the boss is.
I lost aggro.
You lost aggro as soon as you went out the door.
It's fine.
No, he was casting, so.
Yes,
Both on Ando.
No, I don't have statue.
It's good to know the eruption zones do despawn after about 3.
Old friend, do you still live?
Zeph.
Yep.
Good as souls
Me.
Already did.
If you finish wiping, we have reses up.
And I'm outside.
You need statue to taunt through the wall.
I know, Bob. We don't.
They might
He's
reset
coming.
now because they're beelining for you. Okay, res is do not release. We got res. Okay, so let's do the crystallized smash nearby the boss, so that way melee can duck in there really quickly. So do the crystallized smash close to the boss. Melee avoid it unless you need it. Range jump into it if you need it. And then once it's done, get in there immediately afterwards.
Just
suggested there's a big gap between the ranged and the melee. So the ranged are all standing back here. The boss is right in front of us, so you can literally just pop into the center with it, and people can just the melee can just walk backwards, and the range can just walk forwards into it to help soak.
Work.
if you're
Let's do
where the druids are.
Just to make it easier, if you get hit by Wicked Blade, if you're one of the people who runs out for Wicked Blade, just know that on the next crystallize, you have to stand in it.
And as far as the eruptions go, I've got 3 markers down. Just drop them on those markers, and we just need to make sure that we have somebody to soak them.
Yeah, we always have to have one tank and the 2 people who got hit by Wicked Blades in those crystallizes, and then everybody else has to come in after that and soak the rest.
Another thing is that if you're Kyrian, the file can drop the bleed.
Thought they fixed that.
No,
I thought this was one of the ones that it had to be. Okay.
I removed it.
I removed mine with
the
the
wolf
file.
racial.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3.
All right, here we go.
1.
Everybody, we've seen the whole fight. Wicked Blade coming up first, then a crystallize shortly after. Crystallize in between melee and ranged. Right there. And get in. Once you see it swirling, that's for the meteor. Nicely done. Wicked Blade.
Taunt.
I got you.
Thanks, sorry.
I'm moving the skull marker up because it seems like we may be getting a Goliath as primary target.
Is there a point to stack them?
You just for ease of resources, like General Cleave. There's some animus. Crystallize. Get in between. And get in. Okay, get ready for knockback. We're not quite there yet.
One more orb. Get that last orb in.
In.
Whoever's standing
Here,
with
you
you.
have it.
Here.
There goes.
Watch the knockback.
You cannot escape my wrath. Draven, are you all right? I yet stand, Prince. Though I may fly a little stiff.
Keep pulling him towards that window. Reverb to one of the markers. And back in. So now we just need to make sure that I'll get square. Whenever it goes off, I'll grab square. Crystallize in between. Stack. Next eruption to moon, I'll grab square.
Vial still removes the bleed.
Soak.
I got it. Next, move them a little bit to your left, tanks. The next one's going to be on circle, the next eruption.
I'm gonna assign someone to moon.
Yeah, Kid, go to moon.
Intermission.
Add.
Get on the ad. Yeah, if Gary clamps Rob and Cores, you guys can stand in those overlap spaces and soak 2 of them at once.
Soak.
Pull them back to the window. We're getting a little far.
Tack, can you get boss, please?
Reverb. Soaks, we need.
I was trying to get add off.
I'll get the next double.
Okay. There, I added a 4th marker, so now we have an extra spot.
There's only ever going to be 3.
Yeah, but there'll be 1 drop and 3 land on the floor. Pull the bosses. Soaks.
I got it up here, guys.
Bloodlust. Whoever was supposed to run it out did not run it out. That's Brew.
Soaking.
That crystallized should not have been out there. That was crystallized, that eruption.
Oh, my bad.
Watch your feet.
Can we move bosses to a clean spot?
Soaks.
Moving over here, Tack.
Oh, steady.
Oops. Let's swap.
Crystallize on Gary. Stand in between. No, come back. That's crystallized.
So,
stack. Soaks.
Swap.
Gary, do not run in. You're doing the drop.
It's like a hunter graveyard over here. That's awesome.
Some more damage on Grishal. He's at 6%.
They gonna die at the same time?
Yeah, they want to die at the same time.
Recycled mechanic.
Good job, y'all.
Nicely done.
Fucking go, Demon Hunter. Got it, boys.
Whew. Nice soaks. Nice, nice all around.
That was a really quick learn by everyone.
Thanks for killing me, Clamps.
We
I
got
love
a
you.
legendary
Easiest
void.
fight in the whole raid.
Look like you're in too good of a time.
Fuck. I have to explain this shit.
Easy. Easy fight. Super easy to explain.
Okay, go for it.
You got 20 minutes left.
You cut up the room into thirds. The boss, we split the groups into 2. And you each take a tank, each group takes a tank. The boss does a cleanse. It takes a debuff off you. You have 4 stacks. You want 2 at least before the intermission. So you interchange.
Is there any trash?
No, well, there's trash. Yeah, every time you get decursed, you get a set of trash.
I mean, is there any trash between now and the boss, or is this just the boss?
This is it.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I did put the anger assignment up. There's a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, you just every time a cleanse comes off, you want to split up in two because ads spawn and ads do an AoE. So you take half the raid and then the other half the raid. Focus the ads when they come up, and then the tanks swap who gets hit, and the groups follow the tank. And then the room fills with red, and you go over to the next third of the room and do it again. And you do it 3 times. You have to get them to 70%, or else the room fills with red, and you're dead. And then we get sucked into the middle of the room and go down.
Okay.
And then that's more ads.
We'll do a couple pulls just to get a look at phase 1, but and then we'll break off for the night.
Let's go ahead and divide the raid up into 2 groups with a tank in each.
I think I'm just gonna split the tanks and split. I'm just gonna split the tanks and split the healers. I think will be enough.
If you put a marker on both the tanks and then just be like, group whoever follow the one, group whoever follow the other. I didn't get a chance to finish this fight yesterday, but close enough.
Alright, so group 1, 3, and 5, you're with Zeph. Groups 2, 4, and 6, you are with Tack.
So we need to get on each side of the room, like front to back or left to right, or does it matter?
So it doesn't really matter. So it fills up the floor in like a pie, like a piece of pie. So everyone has to be on like 1/3 of the room. So if you start like where we're all standing right now, the boss will come over here. When the ads spawn, they get caught by the wall, and then the mechanic switches to the next third, which is over by where the candle is. And then the third is on the other third of the room to the left.
Okay.
But you can lock portal as well, because there's a large pie that fills up the room, and the slow classes have a really hard time making it if we play in the like fatter version of the pie. If that makes sense.
I'm saying, so run out if you get Night Hunter. Everybody got to soak in between. Cleansing Pain Frontal done by the boss. The group that will be with that tank needs to be in front, so that way you guys get your stacks reduced.
We need to get to 2 stacks. If we don't get to 2 stacks, we can't survive the giant AoE thing that he does.
The transition. Right.
So we have circle with 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah. Circles 1, 3, and 5. 2, 4, and 6 is on triangle.
Okay. So just follow your tank, and when your tank stands in front of the boss, you also stand in front of the boss.
Missing safe. Say when you're good.
Oh yeah.
So just a quick question. So pretty much whoever is going to be standing in front of the boss needs to be tanking the boss, obviously.
Yes.
So we'll just swap. We'll swap tank. We'll tank swap on that. Okay.
Right.
Also, Rip, do you want to give a portal?
Where?
Just like from where we are to the right, and is it breaking from where you are to the left? Like basically to the left and right sides of the room, and that way people can actually get away if they need to.
Perfect.
Yeah, roar is super important too. During that, when we have to run.
Okay. Let's just try and pull him and get a pull in here.
Yep. Count it.
All right, no big deal. Just kill him right now, right?
I'll start first.
3, 2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall. Confess your sins.
We gotta stack.
Lest they consume.
The circle.
That was it.
Circle
Ads,
group,
ads.
stay on circle. Circle group, stay on
We need to go ahead
circle.
and taunt swap.
Hey, good job running those out too.
Debt you cannot pay.
So no triangle group will do.
Sins, lest they consume.
Everybody should be stacked up on your tank.
Like touching the tank.
Get the ads.
Get the arrows out. Ads.
Tremorian,
Circle.
This is where you run.
Circle's tanking. If you're with circle, you need to stay on the tank. Every triangle's group stays in triangle.
Here's the cleanse. Taunt.
Add.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. My will cannot
Then on triangle.
confess your sin,
If you're triangled.
lest they consume.
Add.
The fact that there's so few ads means that there's very few people soaking this. Circle group in front. People will be soaking next.
Harmonia, exterminate this vermin.
There we go.
If you have 3 or more stacks, be in front of the boss for the next one.
Confess your sins.
Be in front of the boss if you have 3 or more.
Cannot be challenged.
We need to get him down 5%.
My will cannot be challenged.
Yeah, we have bad stacking right now. Alright, so finish wiping it up. So the real quick is the boss is going to do a cleanse. You have 4 stacks of a debuff on you. Every time that he does that cleanse strike, he cleaves in front of himself and he reduces your stack count. That is really important because the less stacks you have, the less damage you're going to take in the transition. You need 2 or less to survive. When he does that cleanse, it's going to spawn ads. So if we see very few ads, that means that not enough people really soaked it. So make sure you are in front, so we don't get overwhelmed like we just did.
It's not damage taken, it's your speed. There's going to be a part where we have to run from the outside of the room to the inside, and if you have more than 2, you can't make it unless you have a movement ability.
You can't use movement abilities.
Yeah.
You have to have 2 or less, or you can't make it. Yeah.
So make sure that you are stacked up in front of the boss with your group. When he does that thing where he lifts you into the air, he's dealing damage to you based on the number of people that have the same stack count as you. So it's really important that we try to get people cleansed off. So that way we have a staggered amount of people with each one.
That's why we split the raid.
Right. So, circles and triangles, make sure you stay with your group. Remember, 1, 3, 5 is circle, 2, 4, 6 is triangle. Always stay with that person. The circle is going to get the cleave first, then triangle will get the next cleave. It's going to happen right after that pickup phase. Ads need to die also as quick as possible. When we're lifted up into the air, they're still pulsing us for damage. So if we kill them before that, we won't have people die while we're all held
Let's get our
up.
lock portals out too.
Yep, sorry.
5, 4.
It's the second after the second pulse, he starts filling the floor. So if you're slow, you can cheat it a little.
1, 3, 5 in front.
Everyone stack if you're in circle. On.
Two, 4, 6, you're going to be in front of the boss for the next one.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
2, 4, 6 in front.
Pain cleanses the soul.
1, 3, 5 in front now.
It'll be first. It's going to be the third pulse, right?
The movement happens first.
Right.
So after you kill these, cheat it and move.
My castle of these pests.
Go. 1, 3, 5 in front. 1, 3, 5 in front.
Confess your sin.
Here it is.
Lest they consume.
Two, 4, 6 on front.
Your hubris amassed a debt
It's after the
you
group.
cannot pay.
Yep.
2, 2, 4, 6, go.
Pain cleanses the soul. My will cannot be challenged.
Everyone should be at 2 stacks.
There's one person at 4 stacks.
Remonia, exterminate this.
Get ready to move. Get out of this quadrant. There's still a couple of spirits left we need to have killed.
Cannot be challenged.
Keep going. 1, 3, 5 in front.
Pain cleanses the soul.
I think on that one, Jaded, if we have 2 stacks on pretty much everyone, it's just anyone with 3 stacks, 2 or more stacks, or sorry, 3 or more stacks should just soak that one.
No, we still want people to split it up because when he does that grip, if we all have 2 stacks, we're all going to get killed.
We also need to place him after the first quadrant gets hit. We need to take him almost. We know which direction it's going from that point forward, so we need to move him almost to the edge of the other one. That time we were like in the front left corner, so it took a lot of running to get out before it exploded.
Thanks, that's on. The idea would be that the third of the room explodes. Where the point is in the triangle in the center, that's essentially the point where you split the next set of the room in half. Nobody can release, can we?
Yeah. Nope.
Correct.
Maybe when it responds?
Well, at least my weak core is telling me don't release.
Oh no.
Welcome to this game.
That's right, guys.
Yeah.